Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. We are the Renegades, and today we are going to be looking at some Spider-Man Homecoming, the second trailer that has just released.
Oh, you mean the movie about Saul Spiderman?
Oh, God, with the webbing and such.
It's a good bit.
Saul Spiderman?
Saul Spiderman.
Oh, I can't stand these long jumps. It hurts my back. But, okay.
I really like that bit.
I do, too.
It's so
I
good.
do, too. But, okay.
I would take a short film about Saul Spiderman.
I would as well.
That'd be sweet.
So, but Spider-Man Homecoming, which is kind of it's a weird thing because it's an amalgamation of Marvel, which is owned by Disney, and Sony Pictures Entertainment, which owns the intellectual property of Spider-Man. Because of the massive overarching popularity of Spider-Man, Marvel had to play ball in order to get him into Captain America: Civil War and future installments in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yep.
So what we have here is an experiment in some ways. Will this pan out? And if it does, how will this affect Marvel and Sony going forward? Because if it doesn't pan out, I guarantee you Sony will sell the IP to back to Marvel just to try and get their money back. Because the last film that they had, Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield, had the, I mean, honestly, if it would have been successful, if it would have been more successful than the first one, then Sony wouldn't have had to have played ball with Marvel in any way. But because it was not a success in the same way, they had to play ball in order to guarantee that this film could come out.
That's kind of a bummer, too, because I loved Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
I did, too.
Honestly, I thought Jamie Foxx was really cool as Electro.
I did, too. Well, it's the same problem as Batman v Superman. Too much cluttered up mess in a movie.
Because if you, I mean, like, sorry, old school Electro, like, if you were to tell me that character was going to be in a movie and be cool,
no,
I'd laugh right in your face.
No,
oh yeah, no.
The Jamie Foxx Electro,
yeah.
Jamie Foxx Electro. You know, if they would have given him a more comprehensive backstory that would have truly told his suffering and his isolation.
Okay, I'm gonna sum that up for you. If they could have Sandmaned him,
yeah.
because okay, the Spider-Man 3 was not a good movie.
No.
But one of the worst things about that movie is they wasted such a good Sandman.
Flint
Thomas Hayden Church is great.
Like, the way that they handled Sandman, Thomas Hayden Church, the whole thing, Sandman was great.
Yeah.
And then they stuck him in a movie where Venom was eventually going to be the main villain, who's on screen for like a total of 5 minutes, maybe?
10, if lucky.
10 if you're lucky.
And
or
he's
in some
got
cases,
his
unlucky.
own really angsty backstory that you can't, I mean, that's...
No, you can't. You can't condense it into like a side note in Spider-Man 3 and expect him to become the main villain.
And I mean, also, you need a better actor. Topher Grace was fine. But he was not Venom.
He was not Eddie Brock.
No.
Because, I mean, Venom is crazy, but Eddie Brock on his own had a lot of animosity towards Peter Parker.
Oh, yeah. Eddie Brock had a lot of issues. And then it just so happened it's like, hey, you got issues with Peter Parker. I got issues with Peter Parker. You want to have some superpowers and beat up Peter Parker?
It's like,
all right.
It's like, what is happening here?
Did we just become best friends? Yes!
And then they went and practiced karate in the garage.
And then they went and practiced
Everybody
karate in the
was
garage.
kung fu fighting.
But, so...
Those cats was fast as lightning. Sorry.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so now we get Spider-Man with Iron Man as the sidekick?
Well, I see more as a mentor.
Animated series, though, back in my day, Iron Man was his sidekick because you woke up and you watched Spider-Man.
That's true.
It's true. It's true. You did.
Well,
okay, you woke up and you watched Black Cat sometimes, and Spider-Man was there. So.
Okay, well, Felicia.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fault you on that one.
Okay, well, for me, Micah, I did watch that, and Iron Man was a sidekick, but now. Iron Man is the cornerstone of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I know.
Yeah, this is Tony Stank.
And I blame...
Never gonna get old.
Shot.
Never gonna get old.
I blame corporate people for that.
I mean, okay, Iron Man's pretty cool.
He is cool, but I grew up on Spider-Man.
Well,
That's my
see,
jam.
See, you know, I'll go out on. I'll do you one better. A lot of the Spider-Man that I watched in the very beginning, Spider-Man had 2 sidekicks.
Yep.
Firestar and Iceman.
Yes, I remember that
Yep.
one.
Way back.
Now,
one's
that would
way,
be
way
an awesome
back.
movie.
Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Give. No,
Parody.
but seriously, give.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yep.
But
we
okay,
have it?
all right. So we've got this here. We got it lined up. Let's get it on screen.
And
let's
beep,
put it-
boop, beep, boop, boop.
Beep, 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 beep.
Since
And-
we're having like a 90s revival, can we have a Captain Planet movie? Is that a thing?
That's actually a thing that's potentially happening. And
Okay. All right.
I forget who they
I'm
said was
thrilled.
going to play Captain Planet, but I'll have to look it up.
Elena's on it right now.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
we,
Okay.
we go.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
go ahead, do the thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Spider drone. Spider
Yeah.
drone.
Does whatever a spider drone does.
Oh, wow.
Spider stuff.
Oh, that was cool.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Dang it. All right.
So, to become an Avenger, are there like trials or an interview?
Do me a favor. Can't you just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
I'm glad that's a bit now.
Just stay close to the ground. You're the Spider-Man from YouTube.
From YouTube.
Can you summon an army of spiders?
No, Ned, no.
Do you know him too?
Stole his shield.
Can I try the suit on?
Yep.
The rich and the powerful, like Stark, they don't care about us. The world's
Hey, I
changing,
saw Donald
boys.
Glover.
Time
Yep.
we change too.
Nah, I like the suit.
Crazy dangerous.
Listen, Peter, forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
Your League of Weapons ferry was at 2:30. You missed it.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
This vulture is going to be awesome.
Oh, shit.
No.
Hold it together, kid.
Keep it together. I can't believe they're doing that after... Oh, hey.
What's up, Tony? How you doing?
He's got some
What if
help.
somebody had died?
I was just trying to be.
Okay,
like
that
you,
was cool.
I wanted you to be better. I'm gonna need the suit back.
But I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it.
Says the man who relies heavily on his suit.
Well, he built his own web shooters, so I mean,
Yeah.
want you to understand. I'll do anything to protect my family. I know you know what I'm talking about. So don't mess with me,
It's a good suit.
because I will kill you.
Good amateur spider suit, yeah.
Yeah.
My friends are up there.
The guy is still out there. I just gotta do this on my own.
Wow.
Woo!
All right.
Just don't do anything stupid.
Too late.
oh dear.
Too late.
All right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, son.
Says Tony Stark wearing a cat shirt.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I love Tony Stark's t-shirt,
Tony
suit
Stank.
jacket.
Tony Stark's got a weird like t-shirt sport
What
coat
was that
thing
one?
going.
I did like that one in Ultron. It was like Bruce Lee with headphones on or something.
Yeah.
Was that
Oh, I
Ultron?
remember
Yes.
that one.
Yeah.
That one
Yeah,
was cool.
at the library. That was good.
That one was really cool. But okay. So Spider-Man. Okay. I thought they hit the nail on the head with the identity, with the character and everything, with Andrew Garfield. I thought they hit the
Yeah.
nail on the head more on the head than they did with Tobey Maguire. Now,
Uh,
Tobey Maguire did some things better
Mhm.
Yeah.
to me, but I thought Andrew Garfield was really good.
Yeah.
In terms of what they're doing with Tom Holland, I think they're playing the young game because Tom Holland is the youngest person to play Spider-Man. Because Tobey Maguire was 20, I think he was, 2002. So he was 26 when he took over as Spider-Man. And Andrew Garfield, amazingly, 29 when he took over.
He looked younger then.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got a baby face.
He does.
Yep.
But now Tom Holland, who was 19 when he took over as the role in Civil War, now he's 20, and people are like,
And-
oh, he's not a teenager anymore.
No,
Okay, but like
here's the
eat
thing.
it.
I mean, first
Go
off,
ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
he's still kind of got a baby face.
Absolutely.
Secondly, he's in the right age range to be Peter Parker.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Like it's right. It's a good fit.
I was actually kind of hoping for an older, more mature Peter Parker at this point because like first go like you saw them graduate high school and like they went into college. And then second one the first one they were in high school, second one they graduated, and then this one I assume he's still like in high school.
Yeah.
He was like 16, right?
Yeah.
But like I kind of want to see because I mean Peter Parker is super smart and he's led a lot of teams. I mean both in animated series and comics and things.
Yeah.
So I was actually kind of hoping they would go for an older Spider-Man. I mean this still looks good, but
Now I think if I was going to go age range for Peter Parker, I think about the oldest I would go is 90s animated Spider-Man.
right. Well,
age
that's
range.
kind of one I grew up with, so I'm super biased.
No, I agree with you. I'm there too.
You know,
Like the college age range is pretty good, but I sort of like that fresh out of college.
but he was like an established working professional. He's a photographer and
Yeah.
you know, did a bunch
And
of
he,
like
he had all the crazy tech
and also he was working with Doc Connors a lot on different things.
Well, in the animated series, they did they told like parts of his origin story, but they glossed over it.
Right.
In the films, they haven't glossed over it at all. This will be the first one that doesn't include like the full origin story.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing.
But I
because
mean,
we've seen it enough.
Spider-Man's a lot like Batman in that regard. Everybody knows the origin story.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like Spider-Man is such a big character and so well known, and it's kind of weird to see him now injected into this world, and he's being treated like a kid. You know, because I mean he's a huge franchise.
Well, he's a kid, but he is a kid.
Yeah.
Which Tom Holland, I think he said that he signed on for the role for like 7 films.
I mean,
as he grows up and matures,
probably grow with him.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. And I think what will happen eventually is Tom Holland, if he's in the series long enough, he'll probably be the leader of the Avengers. Yeah, he'll probably take over if, whenever Steve Rogers, whenever Chris Evans decides to retire as Steve Rogers.
Well, I think after Infinity War they're going to take a break from this
storyline.
Yeah, this whole thing.
That makes pretty good sense.
Like I think after Infinity War, like that's the end for this branch of the universe.
Well,
okay.
So here's what I'd like to see. So we're getting a movie where it's Marvel and another company working together on a Marvel property. So I'm going to say something that might be blasphemous. Can we get another go at a Fantastic Four movie?
We just had one. But
I'm sorry. I don't
that
know.
Didn't count.
No.
Okay, that wasn't a movie. That was a Fantastic Four disaster fuck.
I mean, it was awful.
It was
Sorry.
awful.
And I love Kate Mara, so it was
Like,
just sad.
like the thing is,
I like
gotten,
everyone else involved.
I can't believe that the Fantastic Four movies have gotten worse. Like
that was
I was hoping they would get at least a little better.
was the high budget Tommy Wiseau fan film of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh gosh.
But see, here's the thing: Spider-Man has worked with the Fantastic Four before.
Yeah,
and in fact, in one iteration when they became the Future Foundation, when they thought that
with the black and white costume,
yeah,
which is super awesome.
Yeah, and Dr. Doom joined up out of respect.
Wasn't that after the Human Torch he died? And
Yeah,
so Spider-Man took his place?
Human Torch died. Spider-Man joined up.
Was that in his will that he wanted Spider-Man to take his place?
Yeah.
Okay.
20th Century Fox, yeah.
What I don't get about the Fantastic Four movie is that everybody that was in it was good. Like, what happened?
Okay,
yeah.
a sequel to reboot. This sequel to the reboot
was scheduled to be released in June 2017, but it was removed from Fox's upcoming slate. Huh.
I was actually really excited about the second one because they had Doug Jones as Norrin Rad.
Yeah.
Well, but they replaced his voice with Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, which
So the problem is that nobody does a Fantastic Four movie the right way, which is. It's a family.
Yeah.
It's a family.
It's a family.
Yeah.
it's not your standard comic book movie. It's a family.
Also,
yeah, which I think was captured in the earlier
Michael
movies.
Chiklis is the thing. Like, come on,
Dude, it was
there was
fantastic.
there was
That's
good.
the guy.
that was perfect.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if you're gonna have somebody play the thing, Michael Chiklis is perfect.
Michael
Yeah.
Chiklis was good.
He's perfect.
Now, okay, Victor Von Doom, Julian McMahon, he had the look for it.
Julian McMahon was
he had-
all right.
It's just they gave him like typical menacing stuff instead of Doctor Doom, which is
I mean,
which
okay.
is a little more.
Here's the thing
a little
about
more
Doctor
nuanced.
Doom. Let him play to his strengths. Doctor Doom got all kinds of tech, got crazy magic powers.
Yeah,
You're looking at he's got his own country. He's got all
Latveria.
kinds of, Doombots. The freaking Doombots.
yeah.
I mean, come on.
Mhm.
And I mean, you don't even necessarily have to have it just be Doctor Doom as the villain.
Yeah.
Got all kinds of villains you can play with.
Yeah, you do. Gosh.
But it's just it's so sad that nobody's thought to try to get it right.
Yeah, and for me, they haven't tried the family dynamic thing.
No, they haven't.
No, they haven't. You see, they tried to do like odd couple thing and like the
The first
one.
first one was very very odd couple. I can
Yeah.
get behind that.
Yeah, just like you see Reed
a Motley
Richards.
Crue, yeah.
Yeah, you see Reed Richards reaching across into the other bathroom and grabbing a thing of toilet
Mhm.
paper and bringing it. It's like that's very odd couple.
Oh, very much so.
That's very odd couple. Now, instead, Reed like reaching around, like not being able to see, and then like bumping into Sue, and she looks back and is like, "Reed, what do you need?" And he's like, "Oh, sorry."
I left my good wrench in the other room.
Yeah, and it's just like him talking, like gesturing with his hand.
Yeah, like he's doing like the hand puppets.
Well, actually, that could be a blooper reel. It could be B-roll.
Oh
stuff.
yeah, he's just
But
like,
honestly, it's just like him talking. He's like, well, yeah, and actually, Sue can be talking with him. Like, don't move your hands so much when you're talking. It's distracting. And he's just like he still does it like when he's talking to her, and even though he's not in the same room,
Yeah.
it's like, well, there was something I'd forgotten my wrench in this room, and she's like, Reed, you're doing it again. He's like,
sorry.
We get it. You're Italian.
That's good.
that was
That's
good. Thank you, Micah. That was really good.
I love those memes. I'm sorry, Italian fans.
We
I
get
love
it.
those
You're
memes.
Italian.
Yeah,
But
I mean that's the thing. You have to write it correctly.
yeah,
But you can get. I think you can get a good Fantastic Four movie.
yeah.
And oh man,
Just the amount of failure that's happened around.
yeah,
it. It's just Hollywood
that's
doesn't
what's
know how
going to
to do
stand
it.
in its way. Yeah,
Hollywood doesn't know how to do it.
I still want a Netflix Ghost Rider series
dude.
Yes.
because
Yeah.
they would be able to do that really well.
I've been
Yes,
thinking about
please,
that
can we?
since we talked about it. Like I just keep thinking about it.
I
like,
think
we
I
really
think
need
that is
that.
the format that would be perfect for
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
I think so too. And as a matter of
Oh,
fact, you
yeah.
said that that one fight scene in the second
My-
season.
that was my friend's theory. Is that the stairwell chain fight thing was like practice for Ghost Rider.
and and I thought it worked because that was probably one of the best shot scenes of that season of the second season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
Okay, that scene in the graveyard scene with the Punisher was heartbreaking.
Yes.
God.
Oh, God.
So all right, so let's see. Actually, now that I think about it, Fantastic Four might work better as a Netflix series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I see that better now
Yeah.
too. I could, and actually, you could have, didn't at one point they join up with the Marvel Defenders?
Yeah, pretty sure.
And
So
they're
they-
already doing that.
Yeah.
Well, and they could
So
have,
they're
but they
just
could
a
have a
step
second
away.
stage.
Well, but think about it. Who better for tech support than Reed friggin' Richards?
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Who better?
I get that. No, I get that 100%.
Yeah.
For me, I'm thinking like how they have like second stage Avengers, where
Like where
Thor's not involved as much, and Tony Stark's not involved as much.
Yeah,
And
bring in more crew. Yeah,
bring in different people.
I mean, Wolverine was part of the Avengers.
exactly. Which
Wolverine was part of everybody.
Yeah.
one way or another.
Wolverine was just like, just give me some dudes to fight.
yeah.
Wolverine's
so,
antisocial, she says, knowing he's been in every group of friends.
Oh yeah,
that Marvel's
seriously,
ever had
he's
been a
got
part
so
of.
many friends.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Say say for like the second season of the Defenders, you bring in you do a Fantastic Four series, and say Jessica Jones and Luke Cage have retired. They got married and are wanting to start a family life.
Yep.
Which I mean,
does happen.
happens
Which
in
does
the
happen in the comics.
Yeah.
Which does happen in the comics. Or you could have Danny Rand. He becomes obsessed with looking for Kunlun.
Actually, here's the thing.
I mean that could be
So,
one thing they could do.
One of the things that happened in the big Skrull arc in the comics was that, and the Skrulls were a big villain of the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
One of the Skrulls replaced Jessica Jones and Luke Cage's baby.
Oh.
So you can have some tie in there if you wanted to try to do like deal with the Skrulls or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I mean is going to be a whole thing, and it's not easy. But
if there was a place they could do it, I think Netflix would.
I think the Netflix series would be the way to go.
Yeah, because that gives you more time. It gives you more.
Oh yeah.
It gives you more freedom.
Yeah.
Than it does in a film. You see, film you're tied into 90 minutes to 2 hours, over 2 hours if it can run good enough.
Well, see, another thing is, and honestly, this is just me. I just want to see the Human Torch make Spider-Man into the bombastic bag man. Have you guys never seen that?
No.
I've heard about it.
Spider-Man's costume gets stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
And so he has to make do with an ill-fitting Fantastic Four costume and a paper bag over his head.
There you
the
go.
bombastic bag man.
Oh gosh.
And Johnny Storm was losing his mind laughing so hard.
See, I think Johnny Storm and Spider-Man are they're a good.
They crack jokes
They're a
so
power
much.
couple. I mean,
Yeah.
like
and that's the
that's
thing.
what the ultimate comic romance
You put
is.
those two on
Well,
screen, and then you stick Ben Grimm in there, just as like the straight man, and occasionally getting in a good jab at him.
You mean the straight thing?
We're back to the Odd Couple again.
Yeah.
But you're forgetting about Spider-Man and Deadpool, the original bromance.
Well,
Spider-Man
yeah.
and Deadpool's pretty great too.
Except
yeah.
Deadpool just loves Spider-Man.
Well,
Spider-Man's
Deadpool
like,
also
okay.
super loves killing people, and I
Yeah.
feel like the Human Torch and Spider-Man they're
I
more
mean,
united on that
they're
front.
they're more family friendly for
they-
sure. But
And then like they show up and they start like
Deep down, they care about humanity. Deadpool
not so much.
No,
cares a lot about chimichangas, but
Oh yeah.
Deadpool doesn't give a shit about the fourth wall. So Deadpool knows the fourth wall. He's like, why should I care about any
It's
of
like
the people?
none
in
of
this
this
comic?
is real.
None of it's real.
Of course,
Anyway.
like I get this picture of Spider-Man and Johnny Storm and Deadpool are all like doing this prank in an office building, and then
I really
I
really wish they would just give directors just be like Elseworlds. What
Go.
characters do you
Yep.
want?
go.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well, actually, I know a good prank they could do.
Well-
Ben Grimm in the elevator.
yeah.
Have you ever
Or-
seen that one?
Oh no.
Ben Grimm in the elevator, like Johnny Storm, gets Deadpool to go up and cut the wires loose a little bit, and then
Steps on it.
Yeah, and then what Spider-Man's gonna do is like put webbing at the bottom to catch the elevator, and then Deadpool's like, wait, which elevator shaft? And then looks over, and it's actually an elevator full of other people.
Whoops.
And it goes down, and Deadpool's like, oh boy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's like, Pete, need you to go over to the other elevator shaft. Why is that? Take a look. Ah!
Oh.
And then it's like, oh, hold on.
Well, so the one that I want is like they're working on this whole elaborate prank, but what it amounts to is like saran wrap over the door frame. And you see a woman go walking in, and she catches it across the face, and like she comes into focus, and it's She-Hulk, and she's just pissed.
Oh god.
I think it'd be hilarious.
That would be very funny. That'd be very
and
funny.
then it's just those three versus She-Hulk.
Or
Good
I mean,
luck.
it'd be She-Hulk, so she just walk right through me, picking Saran wrap out of her mouth, and just be pissed.
Yeah, and it's just like, guys, really, come on.
and
Like, look, I'm trying to work here, okay?
and Deadpool's like, oh come on. What else are we supposed to do to kill time? I mean, honestly, we're supposed to be out there kicking villains' butts, and instead you got to sit in here waiting for you to finish with your meetings. What do you expect us to do? And then meanwhile, you see Spidey just like swinging outside like a pendulum, like, "Lonely, I'm so lonely."
And then it's like, well, if you guys need something to do, and she hands him like a bail jumper, hands him a bail jumper warrant, and it's like, all right, go get him.
That could be funny by itself.
It's true.
That could be funny by itself.
That sounds like a new animated series.
Like
and they, like
the buddy cop movie.
Yeah,
yeah. It's just
they're in a race, and they're like, yeah, I bet I can get him in like 5 minutes. 5? Wow.
And then Johnny,
I don't know what I'd even do with the other 4 minutes.
And then Johnny's just like, give me 30 seconds.
It's
Wait,
like,
where was he last seen? Hoboken. I don't fly to Hoboken.
And it's like,
why not? Ex-girlfriend.
It's like, I don't do Jersey.
I don't do Jersey.
There is a self-imposed no-fly zone over the city of Hoboken. You don't get to make that up. I'm the man who can fly.
I'm the man who can fly, damn it.
All right, we gotta record more videos.
Oh yeah, we do. So
all right, enough rambling about.
So Spider-Man: Homecoming looks good.
Looks pretty good.
Pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
Love that mentor Tony Stank.
Give us.
It'll never go away.
Nope. Give us a Fantastic Four Netflix series.
Yes.
We're wrapping this video up. We
Yeah.
are giving you the recap. So Caleb, when you say when the video starts, also tell them when we recap the TLDR.
There you go.
Yeah. But anyway,
See you later, guys.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
bye.
Bye.